Hey, let me tell you about iPhone and how I saw baby iPhone back in 1994. It was a telecommunications conference held in Dublin that year, and all of the big players were there. WorldCom, MCI, all the baby bells at the time, all of the network providers were there to discuss the future. And it was all about more bandwidth, more cable, more satellite, all that. And it was all quite boring, really, and they didn't get much right in what they talked about at it. It was a very, very boring conference in general. I was attending it because my brother happened to be the assigned reporter to attend and take notes and make a report. That's what he does. He still does that today, many years later. And I managed to get myself an invitation by saying that I was my brother's assistant for the day. I just wanted to hear what these people were talking about. And it was all not very interesting. Until then, probably towards the end of the day, indeed, she may have been the final speaker, a lady appeared who came on stage and she said, "What I have here in my hand is the future." And oh, how very right she was. Oh, how right she was. She held up a little device that looks just like your phone looks today, pretty much. And she proclaimed that this is back in 94, remember? This is just after the web had come out, very, very new. A lot of people still didn't even know about the World Wide Web at this stage. It was very early days in internet, starting internet as when the web was birthed, really, for most people. That's how they got to use it and still use it today. So she said this device can use the World Wide Web, and you can read and send emails, and you can get your news, and you can watch videos, and you can take photos. And I was just blown away by this. This device was just remarkable. This is a device I had been waiting for my entire life, that I'd been dreaming of. And here it was, 1994, right in front of me. The company were General Magic, and the two guys from General Magic ultimately ended up being big forces. One went to iPhone and the other went to Android. And these guys started with General Magic, the baby iPhone, as I call it. Yeah, and that really put me on the road, a road that I knew I should have been on, but I was just looking for confirmation. I had been just started my first year. I just finished high school, just started my first year in university that I really didn't want to go to, studying things I really had no interest in. So when I saw General Magic's communicator device, that's what they called it, the communicator, I couldn't think of anything else but the future with this device. And then I would tell people what I saw, and nobody believed me. Nobody believed me when I told them this device and what it could do and what it would do. And it would be a whole 14 more years, more than a decade, until iPhone would finally come to market. That's how long it takes to pick up something that's excellent and convert it and polish it until it's something really excellent, like iPhone. And that's how it came about. I followed the lady when she had done her presentation, she left the room in the hotel. We were in the big presentation ballroom area or something, like, all the seats laid out. And once she had done her presentation, she walked out of the room, put everything in her bag, and I got up and I followed her out of the room, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And she was in the lobby area of the hotel now, heading for the elevators. So I walked over to the elevators behind her and I said, "Hi, excuse me, ma'am, that was an amazing presentation. Do you think I could touch that device you have there? Do you think I could just touch it?" And she said, "No, no touching. I'm sorry, nobody can touch this. It's delicate." And I'm sure it was very delicate. There may only have been one of these devices in existence. I don't know. It could have been that she had the only one, the properly working version, that model that they had just built back in General Magic in California. So I didn't get to touch it, but I did get to witness it. And it was truly, truly spectacular. It was like having a foreknowledge of the future by seeing what I saw. And for that, I'm very thankful. Yeah. So people may not believe what you tell them sometimes, because sometimes you may know something that they just don't know, and that only you as a witness know what happened. And sometimes they just don't believe you. They think it's too crazy. They think you're making things up. If you tell the truth, you never have to worry about that kind of stuff. So keep your eyes open, your ears open, and amazing things are everywhere.